good to see you. How you been? What you been up to? I had an epic weekend. What about you?
Yeah, me too. Me too. Just a good vibe with the family. Really, really hot here. We just had this massive heat wave, but the last day and a half, we just had this lovely, thick, overcast weather and just gentle
Hmm.
rain all day. So it's just really cooling and beautiful. It's been a real relief, and the water tanks are filling up. So that all feels great. Just been hanging out on the property. Had a great lunch with my in-laws on Sunday. We just rocked up at their place. They live 50 meters away. We just sort of rocked in and started chatting to them, and then the boys showed up and they wanted some food, and then they just brought out all the sandwich ingredients, and it was just like this huge round
Oh,
table
beauty.
gathering of the whole family, and my boys were so well mannered on
Mm.
that occasion. So I walked away feeling very triumphant as
Love
a
it.
member of the family. So that's been the vibe. And then I've just been chatting my way through town today, and just loving on people. It's been a really epic day, actually. Like, just went into the sports store to get some new arrows, and the guy in there, I've been in a few times, and there's a he's a bit of a cool character, so I couldn't really quite feel a connection going on at any previous interactions. But I walked in there today, and there was a Tears for Fears song playing on the speakers behind him. I noted that, and then we did the transaction. I got the arrows, and then another Tears for Fears song played. So I thought, okay, he's the DJ here. This is not the radio, unless it's Two for Tuesday. And so I asked him, "Oh, you're a Tears for Fears fan?" And he lit up, man. Like, we got into it. I just started talking about how much I think the Seeds of Love album is one of the most underrated pieces of sonic art, and he was just like suddenly
Wow.
alive, and yeah, we made friends. And
Which
I'm looking
album? I'm
forward
gonna
to
look it up. Seeds of
patronizing.
Love.
Oh yeah, Seeds of Love. Yeah, fantastic album, amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, so but I'm looking forward to now patronizing his business more. Like, because there's a human connection there, and that was a real cool thing to experience today in
Yeah,
my
nice.
first interaction. I'd been praying. I'd just been praying for Jesus to use me today. Just like, come on, Lord, just let me be single-mindedly yours. Help me to be single-mindedly yours has been my prayer this
Yeah,
morning. And then I just got into
nice.
town and just started showering love on people, and crossed paths with this lovely artist lady, and I read a poem of hers, and it was just gorgeous. And I just told her how authentic I thought it was, and she just stood up taller. She just was so pleased. So
Hmm.
it's such an uplifting feeling to look for the good in people and recognize and seize an opportunity to compliment somebody in an authentic, not in a bullshit, schmoozing kind of way, in
Yeah.
a legitimate, like, see the good in someone, see the beauty in someone, or see the truth in someone, recognize it, and tell them earnestly. It's really powerful. It's like the epic vibes just go up for everyone, and that's
Truly.
the wave I'm riding.
Yeah.
So it's a good day.
Really nice. Really nice. Yeah, you can really get somebody in touch with a good feeling of self-respect when you give them a genuine appreciation or compliment. And
Yeah,
that's great. It's
yeah,
great for everybody to have self-respect. There's a lot of talk about trying to watch out for don't have an inflated ego or be narcissistic or something. And there's something to that, of course.
yeah. But also,
But
love yourself. Love yourself. Self-love is also the sort of the disguised evil of the age, isn't it?
well, you know what, man? Uh, just a little note on that. I've been coming into a more keen understanding of how interested God is in us as a personality. He really, like our self, that's what we offer him. So the idea of diminishing yourself or deprecating yourself, that's all actually really, really unneeded.
Mm.
Unless you've got a fevered ego that's out of control,
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
a runaway
Well,
self, then in that
there's a
case, you want
difference
to bring it
between
down into,
humility and sort of self-flagellation.
yeah, right,
It's
right.
important to be humble and to take every compliment with at least within yourself, a recognition of where it's not true, where you
Hmm.
could be more like what somebody sees in you. Because that's what I hope for when I compliment people. I hope that they take that and go, wow, really? Am I that? I'd like to be
Yeah,
more of that. That feels good. Where can I apply that elsewhere? And I try to do that in myself too,
sure.
you know?
And the
And
other
I
piece
think
of it
that's
is
the way to be humble without limiting yourself or dragging yourself down in a sort of victimhood mentality that a lot of people get into, and it's toxic as.
the times when I've been given a real meaningful bit of appreciation or compliment from someone else, especially someone who I could tell was being genuine or respectful about it, not just pandering or flattering or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
What it made me also do is see the love in them and not only respect that and appreciate it, but also it's inspiring. Like, oh, I want to be like that. That guy
mm,
made me feel so good
mm.
with his kindness or hers. Wow, what if I could be like that for other people? Like, what a
And
great
you can
thing.
be.
You're even teaching to others as well by showing them love. You're showing them how they can also be for others. So we should be doing that for each
Mm,
other. That's really
yeah,
keen. I'm glad you brought that up.
and it really does multiply with no expense. You know, it's the one kind of energy because it's a spiritual energy being transferred. It's the one kind of energy that doesn't dissipate as it spreads. It just grows and grows and grows, you know, and it wants to find more people to reach. It's the Holy Spirit, you know. It's powerful, supernatural, wonderful stuff going on when you give love to somebody or when you lift somebody up or when you deny yourself to serve others instead. Stop thinking of your needs and start thinking of other people's needs. Um, I think that's the gig. That's what we're actually here to learn how to do. Because if everyone's doing that everywhere at the same time, it's God's will on earth as in heaven. Let's have it.
No doubt. Hey, dude, they're making fun of me in the D Live chat.
Oh,
They're
well,
making fun of me because I have a beanie on because it's like 62 degrees here and I'm freezing because I'm a
okay.
Californian. I
No,
can't handle the cold.
yeah. And they're saying
But they're
oh no,
exactly right.
he's going the way of Owen Benjamin.
They're
He's going
completely
Bush.
right. No, you're right. As soon
What are
as
they
it's
what are they saying?
as
You look like the Zach. What's his name? That country Zach Brown band.
I
Is
don't
that the
know who
one?
I look like, but the point is, yes, if it's not hot and sunny and clear blue skies
Mm.
where I can go outside and get a tan, if it's not that, it's freezing cold and I'm going to die. Those are the two experiences that I have as a
You
Californian.
weak
So today was
Californians.
a, when you live in paradise,
Yeah.
you expect paradise, okay?
Yep.
But
Well, I can. Yeah, I'm in the most one of the most sort of Californian regions of Australia, really. So I understand it's paradise here too. It's as we say in Queensland, it's beautiful one day, perfect the next.
yeah, hey, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, wintertime's beautiful here too, but it's oh boy, it's not hot, so it's cold. but anyway, what do you say we get into the reset stuff? We got plenty to cover,
well,
so we
I
shouldn't
think
waste
we've
any more
framed
time.
ourselves with enough powerful Christian optimism that we can now very sensibly peek over the edge of the abyss and look into the mouth of hell and examine it with honesty and with courage,
Yeah.
and then at the end we will certainly return back to the safety of the straight and narrow righteous path in Jesus Christ.